Carlos Exposito 2-0. Chris Reinhold 2-0. Carlo Beato 2-0. So not dropping many sets, Ben.
Yeah.
2-1 against Shane Van Boning in the quarterfinals. Lost the first set and came back.
Yeah, good comeback. And for anybody who watched the doubles last night, they were all but out of it in the semifinal. The doubles down a set and down 3-0 in the second set. They made the greatest comeback you might ever see.
He played really well in the final.
Ball task here in front of him with Max Lechner playing some great pool. I got to witness it firsthand.
Yeah, that's right. Played him in the final 16.
Yeah, he played a great match against me, as expected. Max is a elite level player. Pretty good crowd gathered here now. Not an empty seat to be had. Standing room only. Deal with the 5 or the 6.
8's kind of in the way of the one rail path. 7's a little in the way on the other side, but should be able to come.
Well, and then I think maybe the 10 would come into play if you get, you know, a little funny on the 4. 10's in play trying to get back to the 5.
And just cinch the position, but he's in trouble here. Cross the angle a little bit.
Kick this one towards the side. He's hoping to get some safe underneath the 9 here. Hit it pretty thin. Just aggressive thought is not the right one.
Yeah,
not for me.
It's very aggressive for the bank. You'd have to draw it.
Yeah, you'd have to draw for position, which makes it not really worth shooting.
Look at this creative shot.
5 rail safe.
That's a very intelligent shot by Max there, recognizing that the cue ball was going to tend to fall along the rail. Didn't quite get behind the 7, and Josh has got him in trouble here, but good attempt. Good try.
Put on display there how tight the sides are, because he hit that about as good as he could. Yeah, he's called the bank, but it's more of a two-way shot. Definitely controlling the cue ball underneath the 5 is the goal. Which he's done absolutely unless they need it. So they bring 2 cues to the table. He's going to drop his jump cue on the floor there. It's not the worst thing that could happen. Filler here. Trying to get that cue ball underneath the 5 again, I think. Maybe he was using just the 9 ball. There's a pretty good shot. He's going to try to get a little 2 rail and get some separation here.
Just trying to go 2 rails at that one, but it ended up okay. So good safety exchange here.
Slow this guy down a little bit, right? You can't just have him out there freewheeling, running balls.
Well, that's the danger, and that's how Filler beats a lot of players, is he just gets in that freewheeling mode, and he's so good on those that offensive open table play. And look what Max tried to do in this.
Bit of a long one here, but it's a big favorite. A little thin. I don't think he goes up and down. I think he's just going to float this one. Yeah, he had lots of room to work with there. A lot of open table between the 8s. Giving this one a double check, but I think a 2-inch draw will be fine. Okay, he was going a little to the left with the cue ball. Not a problem. Right down the middle. Wasting no time getting from the 9 to the 10. We saw he played quite fast at Derby City a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he really had no choice. He had to come back 11 rounds in about 2.5 days, maybe, something like that. So he just kind of, he was even joking about it on Facebook. He was just saying, defeated Spencer Layden, Jason Shaw, yourself. I hate to bring it up. Just kidding. And he had Pongers in the quarterfinals.
Should be noted, very enjoyable match, even though I might have let it slip. Max is a perfect jump.
Decent shot to get the cue ball in line with the 7, which he did. Look at this. Control jump save.
Wow, what a shot. What a great shot that is.
There's 2 balls over there. It's not good work.
I think just contain the 2 would be the big goal. Yeah, he really tried to go behind the 8 there.
8 was just in that little uncomfortable spot where you kind of have to land the cue ball perfectly. You can't really use the second rail.
It's called the 2 ball up there. Yes.
2 rail at cue ball behind the 4-6.
Yeah, I suppose maybe he couldn't see enough to cut it in from there. How they made a mess of it a little bit. But, I mean, really, if you're Max, you love this. This is what you need, I think. You know, everybody in the arena's got their fingers crossed for a Gorst FILLER final. But, they both have their work cut out for them. And just hope the 2 gets way up table. Creative with the safeties, this man.
Yeah,
that's
good shot.
Good shot, and I think that's what he needs to do. He can't play any soft safety. He's got that new purple air rush, beautiful cue. Definitely gets over the ball super easy. As you can see, he broke it out. It's not what he wanted to see. Both these, but they both look up for the task today.
Tight right stance, steps over and gets down. It's very repeatable. Similar to what Federer Gorst does, but Federer aims a little more off the side of his body.
Yeah, a little more off the side, but I was noting that when I was playing Max, he does have
Hammer angles, but
very square, and then
steps into it sideways.
Steps in sideways, yeah, which is not at all how I was taught to play pool. All these players always evolving their game too, always, you know, tweaking little things here and there, and especially at this level, it's all the really small, fine details that separate them. He's got 2 balls over a hole to tie this matchup.
First break coming from Max. Usually breaks from the side rails. Square hit, flat with the cue ball. Net wired to the pocket.
You just gotta spin the cue ball a bit because the side pocket's in the way of the rail where you need to hit. Anytime you're spinning the ball, it takes away the accuracy on the pot a little bit. He's already shooting to a tight pocket over there. Well, he rubs the 4 on the way in, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It works good from here. I think he's perfect. Just a little bit of inside spin. Pretty good crowd going on both tables here. Nice to see. I know the players really love this event.
Yeah, free to watch if you're on site. Free to watch on Pro Billiard TV. It's a privilege for all the pool fans out there.
Maybe with some inside spin. So he's going to draw it.
Yeah, just keeping the spin down on this size pocket. Fans don't realize because these guys don't miss much, but the difference between playing on 4 3/4 inch pockets and 4 1/8 inch pockets is massive.
It is a huge difference. Oh, Max, look, that's what he needs to do. Watch the one gets kissed. Kissed again.
Yeah, I had it going on a solid track, but a ball came.
And for Max out of the gate is the balls are maybe rolling his way a little bit. I don't know if Filler can see enough of this one to cut it in. Yeah, only enough to try to play safe, and he made a mess of it. I think it's more about the cue ball control here, trying to play a two-way shot. He really went for it. Yeah, and that was not as much two-way. He really went for it. What a beautiful shot.
Definitely
might not ever happen.
Yeah, definitely the stronger the player you're playing against, you have to take the initiative at certain points in the match. Just picking out the right times and ones that are high enough percentage for you, but he's gone wrong here.
Wow, what a big mistake that is. After a super shot on the one. It's not easy. You gotta spin this one lots. Change the angle. What a great effort. Higher than that. This is a tough shot.
Back to the pocket then.
Yeah, he might have been. Man, he just shoots the eyes off the ball. He's so accurate. This one's in the corner, I believe.
Yeah, great opener on the one. Really.
It was a disastrous shot on the two. Completely misjudged it. Well, I was surprised to see him go into that ball and be hooked. We saw in the last match what can happen when a player gets loose. Cheska got a little loose and there was no stopping her, but she looked like a completely different player than what I saw yesterday.
And how'd the other women's semifinal go?
Wei wins. First set 4-0, loses the second set 4-0, and then wins the third set 4-2.
Okay, so Wei and Centeno and the women.
Josh gonna rip the break.
One ball's there.
Yeah, one ball's in, two balls dressing up. Play with a bunch of inside spin to avoid that.
Draw into it. Oh, he was trying to clip the four there, but he's still okay on the.
Landed absolutely perfect there. It's gonna be all about the 6 to the 7 now, you'd think.
Yeah, looks like the 7 passes the 9 in the same pocket as the 4.
Yeah, and with the 5 so close to the 6, you think he gets exactly where he needs to be on the 6.
He's got a little straight on the 5. Got good here, even to the point where he's drawing into the rail and back into the angle of the 7 well.
It's perfect. That's a great shot.
Filler likely coming with his first breaking run of the match.
Yeah, super opportune time to get himself on the hill in this first set. Shot clock, and he'd still have 5 seconds every shot.
Yeah, it didn't affect him in the mixed doubles turbo yesterday at all.
20 seconds was too much time for him.
Team, as you would expect, but they won the mixed doubles in Spain. Now they've won the mixed doubles turbo. They've actually won 2 of the last 3 mixed doubles tournaments.
Yeah, impressive. There's so many great teams. Not easily. Nice to see the nice guys win, you know. Filler to break after the break and run. See if you can get another one, close out the set. 9 ball gets kissed in. 1 ball's. Yeah, at first glance I thought maybe he's scratching, but no, he's well clear of it. Just a high ball. Nice way to finish it off.
Just take a peek at the overall performance here in the first set, but it's very high from both players.
Yeah, this Max really made any mistake. So you could almost say it evens out. but it was a big mistake. Open table, he had a pretty good look.
Filler shooting close to 900. Max still under 800, but that's just because he hasn't pocketed enough balls.
Josh takes a look at the shot clock. He says, "That's not my clock beeping, is it?" Swore I had lots of time still. Could have been dealing with a lot more angle on the 7, but he landed pretty much perfect. Not so much here, though. That's well short. Take the cut shot on the 10. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Yeah, I kind of like it this way.
For sure, and not giving up too much on the 10.
Yeah, it's so close to the hole. He doesn't miss this ever.
Whoa, almost.
Just had to test.
Lechner going with a controlled break. The one ball's going to fall.
Yeah, he didn't hit that one as hard as I've seen him hit some. Took a little off trying to send the 2 on the wrong path. Oh, what a great shot this is.
Usually you think about those bank corners of banking kind of the long rail and back to the middle rail, but he purposely played it long twice to create distance, and he got unlucky here. He left Filler.
Because at first glance, when Max hit that shot, it looked really good. It was really not good. Good for Josh. Josh straight back to work, running open balls.
Yeah, and Josh is getting comfortable at the table now, and Max at the last 3 racks.
Be about the 7 to the 8 here. You'll see him take a second, drop below the 8. Definitely have to shoot the 8 in the corner where Max is too big. Like he's going to be really tough to beat today.
He's on 2 break and runs in a row, Ben, from the last set, so positive signs on the break too. Everything looking good for Filler in this match.
That's extra worrying if you're Max, because you might not get out of your chair again in this match. Minus getting the balls out of the pocket. Pool has never been in better hands than through companies like Predator, I believe. Doing great things for Pool. Not just the men's game, the women's game, the junior game, the team game. They even showcased a little straight pool this week. I really loved the Banks last year. I'm a big fan of that game, so I loved watching that. Mr. Gorst winning the first set on the other TV table. Well, he didn't freeze him up as bad as I thought he might. Yeah, I do think he'd have to like half sit on the table though, right? I don't think he's tall enough to just reach it. Would have surprised me if he didn't. Oh, he doesn't go for the pot there. He just plays it safe. It's not going to do it.
Got to run into the 6 properly. Might be straight enough to draw straight back, and he is. So yeah, he's okay to have a good look at the 5 here.
Nothing. Looks pretty good from here. Prize money up for grabs for him this week. 45 here, 40 apiece in the team championship.
$100,000 a week.
Yeah, he could have a 100K week.
So Max hasn't shot offensively in those 3 games, plus the one he lost prior. Filler just really controlling the overall play here.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything Max has done wrong other than that one shot where he kind of hooked himself. He hasn't done anything wrong. It's been all Josh Filler. The crowd is used to seeing this. Took an extra second on that 10 ball. I think he slopped one in earlier and it noticed.
Square hit from Filler.
The one misses, and he's not going to get one this time. And the one's going to dress up for Max.
Max's first offensive chance in 5 games here.
Missed the one somehow. I think he's got to just take what he can get.
Straight off of it, that works. Distance.
Yeah, not a lot of angle to work with here.
Come 2 rails back.
Well, and it was the first thing he looked at. And usually your gut instinct is very correct. Now it looks like he's stunned following it.
Look at this.
No, it wasn't going to be perfect anyway. Should spin this one for the hit. It's a good hit.
Keep well behind the 4-10 will work here.
Yeah, I used the 6 to stop the 3 where it is. Okay.
Simpler with the cue ball. Had a good, decent wall there with a 5-7.
It went the other way. That's very surprising.
The coverage really trying to get a ball in hand somehow. Just tough with your player. Opponent's so strong.
Yeah, like maybe once a year.
Just shoot again.
Exact.
So, I mean, this is like, you have to hit that part of the ball.
Is he going to cut this one in? I think so. What a shot.
He was going to end up on the 4, but he's back in some kind of there. He's running out of time here.
I like this shot. This was the first thing I saw. Just draw it underneath the 10. Well, he cut it a lot more than I thought he would.
You have to keep the 4 away from the pocket, I think.
I mean, this is what he needed in this rack, was a little safety exchange and try to slow this guy down a bit. He was just going to run away with it. Look at this.
Right in line.
Look at this.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, the cue's leveled out. He was always playing safe there. I don't think he was going for that ball too much.
See,
If it goes wrong, I think he wouldn't be selling out a shot with where the 8 is. Good chance it goes right, though.
Perfect again. Relative to speed, relative to table conditions. You just get it right so often.
It's the table conditions that really shock me, too, you know, because the slide and how good they judge it. Is this going behind? Wave of the hand was I wish it got there wave.
Yeah.
Floats that in perfectly. It's all about the 7 to the 8 here. Yeah, I'm trying to drop below the 8. Like between the 8-9 is maybe super risky. Depending where he lands on the 7,
He's
of
going
course.
to try to come across into it.
From this shot.
Yeah. But I think it's got too much angle here.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is too much. You have to hit it a lot of soft draw and left spin. Have a payoff.
Yeah, it's not that bad from this angle. The 8's not going to be moving that far away from the 9.
Yeah, the combo looked better from that angle. From this angle, the combo looks...
Worry about how the 8's going to play off.
That way he can focus a little more on the accuracy of making the 9 ball without having to worry about the 8 and the cue ball.
Did come off a little, but he's still got the bottom left, I think.
Maybe just top spin. I don't even know if he needs any side spin here. Pretty natural.
Great shot. The match from Filler so far.
Oh, he's playing unbelievable.
Max just smiling in his chair.
Yeah, nothing you can do over there, Max. Nothing you can do. level is seeming to increase more and more every time I watch him play, which is hard to believe that he could get better than he is. But he seems to be getting better still.
Way ahead of the ball's pocket. Oh, the cue ball's going in, so Lechner is going to have a chance here, first offensive chance.
Through 9 games, that's pretty impressive. He's got to get from the 2 to the 3 here, and then everything else is okay. Oh, he lost. Oh, this is handy that he can level out and cue around the 6. If he was shooting over the 6, it's triple tough. And I don't know, he would have been able to avoid the 4. The thing you gotta love about this winter breaks is you always feel like you have a chance.
Yeah, that's how Filler got ahead, really. Max is definitely capable of the same. Jumping in balls over on table number 1.
Yeah, Gorst doing Gorst things, right? Maybe the best jumper in the game. I mean, you want to land with plenty of angle on the 7 because he needs to land straight in on the 8. For the 9 in the other corner. I think that's what he's going to be looking at.
But into the angle.
Yeah, and
then forward actually, Ben.
Yeah, and then he just take a little angle on the 8, maybe come back and forth. It's a good stroke.
Back straighter there, holding the natural angle real well.
I was just gonna say, it really wants to shoot towards the side pocket there. Yeah, it is a tall task to come back on this man, but one shot at a time, as they say. This is one tough shot.
It's there.
Really nicely done.
I haven't seen him break in such a long time, Ben.
He's cutting it lots, and he's not hitting it at full power.
Work this time?
And can you see?
For sure. Contact, leave it. It was around the 5, ideally running into the 10.
Definitely lots of work. 8 kind of in a funny spot. 6, 5 to the 6 is going to be a little funny. 7 in the way.
This is the shot here. 3 rails around.
For the 8, which he would love. Just coming in at some speed. 10's going to move, but not out of the way. Really good. Yeah, nice angle. He can go forward here. Top little left spin off a couple of rails. Small bounce.
Eight's too sharp on the side, so there is room between the 8 and the long rail to develop something with the cue ball back to him.
He's landed exactly where he needs to be on the 7 to just slide over. And he uses...
What a performance from Filler here, Ben.
Just, I mean, he never ceases to amaze me. I think every time I turn around, I'm like, is he really that good?
0 missed balls. Never drew a ball in hand.
He just did everything so right. He broke good. Safeties were good. The potting's been unbelievable.
Makes the 10 and moving on to the finals. Great tournament from Max Lechner. He'll be involved in the World Team Championships with Team Austria.